Look, I know this sounds made up, but I swear it happened. Back in 2021, maybe 2022, a new girl joined my class. We got along right away, the way kids do. One afternoon, I was at her place. After a while, we got bored and headed to the playground nearby. Just swings and slides, nothing special. When it was time to go back, she suggested a shortcut through the neighborhood streets. That's when we first heard it. Footsteps. Not right behind us, but close enough. Slow, steady, not quite matching our pace. We turned at the same time. A man in black walked out of the fog. Black jacket, black pants, black shoes. 50 yards back, headed the same direction. We told ourselves it was nothing. Maybe he lived nearby. Maybe coincidence. But the sound of those steps never faded. Always the same distance behind. Never closer. Never further. My friend grabbed my arm and whispered we should walk faster. So we did. Our sneakers hit the wet pavement quicker. The footsteps behind us quickened too. That's when the fear set in. This wasn't random anymore. This man was following us. Up ahead, the neon glow of a corner store cut through the fog. Without a word, we both ran toward it. Our lungs burning, hearts hammering. We burst inside and spun toward the glass. The street outside was empty. No man in black. Just fog curling under the streetlights. The clerk gave us a strange look. Two kids staring out the window like we expected a monster. We bought candy we didn't want, just to have a reason to stay. 10 minutes later, we forced ourselves back outside. The fog was heavier now, the street blurred and unfamiliar. 2 blocks from her house, the sound returned. Footsteps. Measured. Deliberate. We turned and there he was. This time we didn't pretend. We ran. Our backpacks slammed against our backs and our breath sharp in the cold air. But the footsteps stayed with us. In rhythm. Inescapable. At last her house came into view. We fumbled with the keys, tumbled through the doorway, and slammed the lock. From her window we peered out. Nothing. Just fog and glowing streetlights. Empty sidewalks. We never really talked about that night again. Kids forget things, or try to. Her family moved away not long after. But sometimes when the fog rolls in, I still listen for those foots.
Most people never see it coming. They don't notice the thing that waits in the spaces between light and shadow. You're not supposed to know about this, but now you do. It doesn't hide in the usual places. Not under beds or behind closet doors. It lives somewhere much closer. In that split second when you blink. In the darkness that fills your vision for just a moment. That's its home. The creature has no fixed form. It becomes whatever you fear most. Think of long, twisted arms reaching for you. It stretches them out. Picture a mouth full of needle-sharp teeth. It grins wide, showing every last one. Right now, as you read these words, it's watching you. Its head tilts to one side, listening. It can hear your heartbeat. The steady rhythm tells it everything it needs to know about you. It never rushes. Why would it? Time means nothing to something that exists between seconds. It waits for the perfect moment, when you're most alone, most vulnerable. You feel safe surrounded by people. The glow of your phone keeps the shadows at bay. But those aren't the moments it wants. It waits for later, when the lights go out, when silence wraps around you like a blanket. That's when it steps forward from the corner you forgot to check. You'll feel it before you see it. The air grows thick and heavy. It's like someone holding their breath right next to you. The darkness itself seems to lean closer, pressing in from all sides. Your skin prickles. The hair on your neck stands up. Something is there with you in the blackness. Something that shouldn't exist. But it does. And it knows exactly where you are. The worst part? It's already found you. Right now, it knows you're reading about it. It sees you imagining what will happen when you're alone later tonight. When you turn off the lights and slip under the covers. That's all it needs. That single moment of fear. That flash of imagination. Because when the darkness finally comes for you tonight, you'll remember these words. You'll think about the thing that lives in the space behind your eyelids. And when you feel that familiar pressure in the air, that sense of something leaning close in the blackness, you'll know. You'll know it's been waiting for you all along. Patient. Hungry. Ready. And then you'll feel its breath on your neck. Sweet dreams.
I work nights at a warehouse. Nothing fancy, just loading dock work that keeps me there until 3 in the morning. My place sits up in the hills, about half a mile off the main road where the pavement gives way to dirt. The moment my tires hit that dirt road, I felt it. There were eyes on me. Now, I'm used to wildlife out here. Deer mostly, sometimes a raccoon or possum caught in my headlights. But this felt different. Wrong somehow. Like whatever was watching wasn't supposed to be there. I parked in my usual spot and grabbed the pocket knife from my glove compartment. Don't ask me why. Something just told me I'd need it. As I stepped out, my eyes went straight to the dark patch of woods across the road. "I know you're there," I said, keeping my voice calm. The moment those words left my mouth, everything went silent. And I mean everything. The waterfall that runs maybe 500 feet from my house, the one I hear every single night when I come home, just stopped. Like someone had pressed a mute button on the entire world. 10 seconds. That's how long the silence lasted. Then the sounds came rushing back, and I heard something crashing through the underbrush, moving away from me fast. I kept the knife at my side and walked to the house like nothing had happened. Running felt like the worst thing I could do, like it might bring whatever that was back. Inside, my dogs were nowhere near the door where they usually wait for me. Both of them sat in the living room, staring out the window, staring at the exact same spot where I'd felt those eyes. My fiancée was asleep, so I didn't wake her. She doesn't believe in these things anyway. But growing up hearing the old stories from my father, I know when something isn't natural. I've never felt that presence again. But whatever was in those woods that night, it was no deer.